ESPN Radio Extra Point with Mike Golick, Trey Wingo, and Mike Golick Jr.
There was a report out there that UCLA wanted to talk to him about their vacant head coaching position. Kentucky actually granted him permission.
They did.
Which was the weird part.
He already has a few years left. What did you say, till 2024?
24. His contract was not up till 2024.
Was not up till 24, but they granted him permission to talk to UCLA. The report is they offered a 6-year, $48 million deal, which I know you can all do quick math out there, is $8 million a year. The only problem is the total compensation that he gets at Kentucky with everything in is 9.2. Yeah. So he had 2 Final Fours vacated, a bunch of wins vacated. He's about to get a lifetime contract and just money whipped.
I was going to say, listen, you got enough Final Fours to go around right now. If you got to vacate a couple, there's still plenty left behind.
How about it?
But that's the weird part.
I got more.
Hear more from Golick and Wingo tomorrow morning on ESPN Radio.
It's time for some straight talk. Picture this. Your favorite team is playing. You're streaming the game. 10 seconds left. Your team shoots. Oops, your data runs out.
Look, don't let that happen. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get 25 gigs of high-speed data, all on America's largest and most dependable 4G LTE networks.
Join Team Straight Talk and get unlimited talk and text plus 25 gigs of high-speed data for just $45 a month.
Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less, only at Walmart.
First 25 gigs at high speed, then 2G. See terms at straighttalk.com.
Trade Pros. Ferguson is committed to making business with us the easiest part of your day. Ferguson.com is designed to help run your business from the office to the job site by making your day-to-day activities easier with 24/7 account access, unmatched online inventory, and on-the-go account management. And with our Pro Plus customer loyalty program, you can earn points with every online purchase, redeemable for merchandise, event tickets, trips, and more. Sign up today at Ferguson.com.
Hey, this is Dan Lebitard. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo, 103.7, Southern New Mexico's sports leader, KNMZ Alamogordo.
ESPN Radio Sports Center.
I'm Christine Lisi. Mr. Harper goes back to Washington. Tonight, Bryce Harper returns to D.C. for his first.
This is a special presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports on Southern New Mexico's sports leader, ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Hello and welcome to Tiger Field, the Alamogordo Tiger baseball team facing off against the Gadsden Panthers. My apologies on the roundup earlier. I had my schedule mixed up. Tigers are at home today. Lady Tigers are at home on Friday. For some reason, the way the schedule worked the first 2 weeks didn't work the same this week, so just trying to mess me up. But if you'd paid attention to our schedule that we have up on our Facebook page, you would have known already. So, pay attention to that one, and I guess not me. Anyway, beautiful day today. A little bit of a breeze coming in, but that's probably nice for as warm as it is today. Tigers taking on the Panthers. Alamogordo coming in at 6-8 on the season, and 2-4 in district. The Panthers are 1-8 and 0-3 in district play heading into this afternoon's matchup. So both teams would really like to come out of here with a district victory, and the Tigers would certainly like to make sure they get this one at home against the Panthers. 6-7 overall for the Tigers, not 6-8. My apologies there. So 6-7 for the Tigers, 1-8 for Gadsden, 0-3 in district for the Panthers. The Tigers are 1-5 in district play. So if they could get all three this week, put themselves a little bit closer to 500, obviously would be the goal. So we're just about ready to start. Looks like we're running through the pitches here, and I'm not sure. I think there's a little bit of a holdup for some reason. The Tigers look like they're finished with their warm-ups, and I'm not sure what exactly. It's like Gadsden was. They're going to take some batting helmets from the Tiger side. So I guess Gadsden maybe either didn't travel with theirs, or that would be my guess, is that they maybe forgot to take them with them on the bus. So that was what was going on there. And Beto Romero coming to the plate. The righty will face the right Michael Thatcher. And a ground ball towards short. Rooster Williams starting over there. He'll come up with it cleanly. Toss on to first is in time. 6-3 and an easy first out for the Tigers. Rest of the defensive setup. Ryan Viescas is behind home plate. Elias Orozco is at first base. The second baseman is Grayson Guerra. Evan Best at third. Julio Mendoza in left field. In center field, Colin Kirk. And in right field is Dylan McGinn. So the Tigers, pretty much the same lineup we've seen for the majority season. No big for Alamogordo on this Tuesday afternoon. Thatcher into his motion. And a swing and a miss by Sammy Diaz, left fielder for the Panthers. Good start here for Michael as he's got a first pitch ground out and gets ahead in the count here, 0-1 to Diaz. Pitch. Swing and a miss. A little bit of a late offering from Diaz. And it's 0-2. Tigers in their black jerseys with the gold numerals, white outlining, white pants. And I think everybody around the diamond wearing the high socks. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Diaz. 2 down. Panthers, meanwhile, are in dark gray, both pants and their jersey with maroon numerals and yellow outlining. Thatcher into his motion. Here's the pitch. And misses. 1-0 to J.P. Provencio, the shortstop for the Panthers. Last time we got to see Thatcher here at Tiger Field. He played very well. Soft one-hopper to Best, comes up with it cleanly. And that is a very routine first inning for the Tigers. 2 groundouts and a strikeout, and down in order go the Panthers. We go to the bottom of the first. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
The Winter Circle is renovating, and you can save on in-stock merchandise now. Select items starting at 30% off. Get your Alamogordo Tiger gear, shirts, hats, and more. Also save on Tularosa Wildcats and Cloud Crown Bears items. The Winter Circle will close April 16th through the 23rd for the renovation. Sale ends on April 15th. The Winter Circle, Outfitters of Champions, 1201 10th Street, 437-9373.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back to Tiger Field as Alamogordo took care of things easily in the first inning, and will now see if they can get something going offensively, which I know against Centennial they had a little bit of time getting the bats going, but again, it's one of those where I wasn't really sure where folks were going to shake out here early in the season, and we're starting to see both Centennial baseball and softball look like they're going to be very tough teams to deal with. So last week was a tough week for both baseball and softball, and I think sometimes you just got to tip your cap and say the other team was a big part of that, and I think it certainly was with Centennial. So opportunity, I think, for both baseball and softball to get back on track this week as the first pitch from Alonso is inside. He is a right-handed pitcher. Pitching to Anthony Castillo behind home plate for Gadsden. The 1-0 is the ground ball, hit sharply to second. A little bit of trouble with it. Throw on to first is actually going to get away. Kirk is going to stay where he is. Didn't really get that far. But the throw from Beto Romero was off the mark over to Gabriel Sanchez over at first. I think Colin was going to beat that anyway, but I think we got to go E4. That was certainly a routine ground ball and didn't end up in and out there for Gadsden. Dylan McGinn will come to the plate now, batting the number 2 spot for the Tigers. And he's squaring around to bunt right away. They're going to throw over to first, and good work by Sanchez to keep that in his body. It one hopped into him. Didn't let it get away from him. Now Kirk in a regular batting stance here. We'll probably wait for the pitcher to set to square around for a bunt. No, not yet. And he's not going to bunt. Runner goes, and it's in the dirt. No throw from Castillo behind home plate, and the Tigers have an easy stolen base there for Colin. The Tigers have a runner in scoring position very quickly to begin this game. Already mentioned the right side of the infield for Gadsden. J.P. Provencio is at short. Jose Flores is at third base. From the stretch, swing and a miss from McGinn, and it's 1-1. Outfield for the Panthers, Sammy Diaz in left, David Rangel is in center, and right field is Adrian Rocha. The pitch, that's in the dirt. 2-1 now to McGinn. Rest of the order for the Tigers, Evan Best batting in the 3 spot, Rooster Williams bats 4th, Elias Orozco batting 5th, with Ryan Viescas batting in the 6th spot. Julio Mendoza will bat 7th. Gavin Grayson Guerra, apologies, done that a couple times this year. Grayson Guerra will bat at the number 8 spot, and Anthony Nahar. Here's a bunt attempt, popped foul, and we'll take it even now, 2-2. Anthony Nahara batting DH. He's hitting for the pitcher, Michael Thatcher. Playing just one today. And that's in there for a called strike 3. Kirk is going to get into third on a stolen base as McGinn watched that one. But Kirk easily steals third, didn't even have to slide in. So the Tigers do have a runner on third, but also one down. So Evan Best will come to the plate now. So far we've seen mostly off-speed stuff from Alonso. Movement on his pitches, and you saw Kirk go after the very first offering, and Best does as well, but he unable to make contact, and it's 0-1. So not somebody, at least appears so far, that's going to overpower you. It's going to be somebody that's going to try and hit the spots and hopefully fool you a little bit from movement. This is sent to center field. Soft little liner. That'll get just into the grass, and then there'll be an RBI single for Evan Best. It's kind of slow motion there for a little bit. Everybody was charging on it, waiting to see if that was going to drop in, but it did. And Kirk held over at third, and looking to easily scamper in for the Tigers to take the lead, 1-0 on the RBI single from Best. And Rooster Williams will come to the plate now to try and keep things going for the Tigers. Let's see if Alamo still looks to be aggressive here on the base pass. Best has got a pretty decent lead over there at first. Wouldn't be surprised if Alonso makes a move in that direction before he throws home. Nope, runner does not go, and Williams will send it to left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. That was hit a little bit deeper than it was, but that's going to drop down in front of the right fielder, and it's back-to-back singles for the Tigers. And Elias Orozco will come to the plate with runners on first and second. First pitch he takes in there for a called strike. First and second for the Tigers with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Ground ball towards second, could be two. They toss on to second, get one. They're not going to try and get it first. So fielder's choice 4-6 gets Rooster Williams out. It does allow Evan Best to advance to third. And so it'll be first and third for Ryan Viescas. Still a chance for the Tigers to try and add on to this 1-0 lead. But now they're going to need a base hit to make that happen. From the stretch, a pickoff move to first by Alonso. May see the Tigers try to move up Orozco here on it. See if they can force Castillo into trying to make a pickoff move to second. Now Castillo is going to send out some defensive signals here. Maybe he's expecting the Tigers to make a run at second. Orozco doesn't have a huge lead here. He does go. And this is going to be sent to right field. It is down for a base hit. And Ryan Viescas just very subtly pokes it out to right field, goes opposite way, and he's got an RBI single, and the Tigers lead 2-0. Evan Best comes around and scores for Alamogordo. And you can move Elias Orozco up to second. And so it's first and second now for Julio Mendoza. And he gets his first chance against Alonso. Outside it misses. 1-0 here to Julio. 2 outs. Tigers leading 2-0. Couple RBI singles, one from Evan Best, one from Ryan Viescas. And it's got the Tigers in an early lead here. Looking to spot the outside, can't get it. 2-0. Again, just a slight breeze coming in from probably right field. Nothing that should affect too much today. And it's also kind of early. We could get a little bit stronger winds as we head throughout the game. Outside, 3-0, and that one spot a little bit further out. The 1-0 pitch was pretty close, but just off the plate. Hasn't been as much movement on these pitches as we've seen in the previous at-bats. These have been change-ups and fastballs, it looks like. 3-0. Taking all the way. And then there for a strike, 3-1 to Mendoza. And I'm sure he'll get the opportunity to swing here on 2 outs and 3-1. Righty versus righty here. The pitch. And he holds off. They're going to throw to third, but it's a walk, so no issue there. But Tiger did get in there safely. And it'll bring up Grayson Guetta and a chance with the bases loaded here. And 2 out as Mendoza walks. Again, righty versus righty. Tigers with Colin Kirk and Elias Orozco, the lefties in their lineup. Haven't seen any so far on the Gadsden side. Well outside on that pitch. Trying to adjust the right fielder here. Hearing some noise from the Gadsden dugout, and they were, I think, changing up the defensive positioning a little bit. Outside again, 2-0. I think for the Tiger hitters, you just be patient in these spots. And especially with Alonso having a hard time locating, at least in the last at-bat or so. 2-0. And that misses low. And the count goes to 3-0. Anthony Nahar would be due up next. Taking his Geta and goes 3-1 now. It's been a very patient inning for the Tigers. Nothing too crazy. And it's in the dirt, and that's going to be a walk. And the Tigers will bring in a run, give Gavin Geta an RBI on the bases on balls. Orozco scores on the play. And Anthony Nahar will come up, and the Tigers have gone through the order here in the first inning. Viescas moves to third, Mendoza at second. I think actually it's a courtesy runner for Viescas. Adrian Herrera is out there. No, is it Herrera or Hernandez? Can't tell. Called strike, gets the outside corner. 0-1. That's got to be a little confidence boost for Alonso to see if get that first one across. Down and away it misses. And it is Hernandez that is over at first running for Viescas. 1-1 the count now to Nahar. As Alonso kicks and deals. And fouled off by Anthony, and he falls behind the count. 1-2. 3-0 Alamogordo. We're in the bottom of the first inning. As the Tigers try to add on to this lead and get back to the top of the order. Certainly would be a bonus for Alamogordo if they can get back to Kirk and McGinn and Best. The 1-2. And a foul tip, and it just got away from the catcher there, so Anthony's going to get another chance here. That was one that was certainly could have tipped its way into the catcher's glove there. And instead, another 1-2 count for Nahar. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. Alonso now working out of his full motion here with the bases loaded. 1-2. That's high, maybe a bit outside. 2-2. Trying to get Anthony to chase it. Really didn't miss by a whole lot there, so good work by Nahar to not chase in that spot. The 2-2. Ground ball, left side of the infield. It is, it's between the legs of the shortstop and into the outfield. And I'm not sure he would have had a play anyway. I'm going to give Nahar an RBI single there. That was deep in the hole. And he wouldn't have had a throw to third. I think his best shot would have been a throw to second. And I don't think that would have gotten there. So the Tigers have scored 4. They still have the bases loaded, and they're back at the top of the order with Colin Kirk, who reached on an error to start the inning earlier. Mendoza's over to third, Guetta's up to second, and Nahar takes his spot over there at first base. Juan in the pitch. And it's a ground ball on the side of the infield. Provencio's got it at short. Long throw to first is not going to get there in time. Actually gets away from the first baseman, and so a second run comes in and scores. And so we'll give Kirk the RBI infield single there. That was him scooting up the line quickly. And a slow ground ball into the hole for Provencio. So Mendoza scores, and then Guetta will score on, we'll call it E6 or E3 there, but it's now first and third, and it's a 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning for Alamogordo. They'll throw back to first, and that one gets away from the first baseman, Sanchez, a little bit there. He's able to track it down. So McGinn a chance to add on to this lead. Runner goes. McGinn swings and misses. Kirk will go in pretty much on indifference there to second base. So it's second and third now for the Tigers with still 2 outs. We've had 2 outs for a while here. It was 1-0, and it was a 2-out game. And ground ball, third, And that is swallowed up over at third. Throw to first is going to be in time. Good play by Jose Flores to get it on to first, and the inning is over. But the Tigers send 11 to bat, end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, 6 runs, 2 Gadsden errors, and 2 left on. 6-0 Alamogordo after 1 complete. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
White Sands Motorsports has the next generation of accessible high-performance Can-Am. 2- or 4-seat, 120-horsepower Maverick X3 Turbo. The Maverick X3's intensity comes from a mix of performance-driven mechanical and structural design. From its signature LEDs to its advanced cockpit, the rugged wheels and tires, and a stunning suspension. Take your family and friends farther than ever with the Maverick X3. Pick yours up or take a test drive at White Sands Motorsports, 21070 Highway 70 West on the Holloman Highway. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Pop out to left field. Julio Mendoza makes the play off of the Michael Thatcher pitch. That was Jose Flores that led things off. 1-0 the count here to Gabriel Sanchez. Tigers in control 6-0 after 1 inning of play. Thatcher, the righty, winds and deals. Can't quite spot the outside there. 2-0 to Sanchez. Swinging and a miss, and it's 1. As I mentioned, last time we got to see Michael here at home. I think he took a perfect game or a no-hitter in about the 5th inning. Down and in, it misses, 3-1. And, of course, went 1-2-3 to lead off the game and has retired the first. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. Thatcher into his motion. Here's the pitch, and too low, and he loses him on a walk. So put Sanchez over at first base, and the Panthers have somebody on, and their pitcher, Alonso, comes to the plate. And the pitch misses low. 1-0 to Alonso. Well, a great start for the Tigers, who didn't have their best offensively last week, but I think also a lot of that has to do with the pitching. The Centennial side is called strike on the inside corner on Alonso, 1-1. He kind of limboed out of the way of that, but Might be because of being pretty close in on the plate there. 1-1. Popped high in the air. This will go foul, though, out of play. 1-2. Fair amount of high school on the area. We've got this one here. Alamogordo Tennis is hosting Centennial right now. They started at 3 o'clock. Tulare Softball is hosting Dexter today. They lost to Dexter about a week ago. I think it was exactly a week ago, as a matter of fact, so looking to avenge that defeat. Fouled off again by Alonso, and we'll keep it 1-2. Thule baseball is up in Ruidoso today, and of course Alamogordo softball is at Gadsden. 1-2, swing and a miss, and Michael Thatcher has his second strikeout of the day. Again, worth mentioning, the young man's just a freshman. Seen him and, was it Grayson Guetta last year as a freshman, pitched really well for the Tigers. Now lefty coming to the plate in Adrian Rocha, facing the right-handed pitching Thatcher. We haven't seen the base runner really make a big lead or a move towards second as pitch misses. 1-0. No. Looking outside, that one's going to hop away from Viescas, but no run towards second from Sanchez. And on getting connected, kind of gotten out of the end. Was a single that the Tigers had trouble picking up Michael Thatcher to try to field it on in between him and the third baseman, and so that allowed David Rangel to get on, and then Anthony Castillo hit a ground ball towards second, but as Rangel was going from first to second, he kicked the ball away, so he is out. And the inning is over. The Panthers leave the bases loaded in the top of the second inning. and the Tigers remain in front 6-0. We'll fit in a quick commercial break. By the way, that's on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll come right back.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you could live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Evan Best will lead it off, and watch a first pitch miss from Alonso, and it'll be 1-0. Best RBI single and a run scored in the first. Tigers sent 11 to the plate in the bottom of the first inning, and have got a 6-0 lead up on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 1-0, and this is hitting the air towards center field, and running on and making an underhanded grab. Nice play out in center by David Rangal, who had to make a long run to get to it, but was able to get under it and get the first out of the inning. 1 down, and Rooster Williams will come to the plate. Rooster is 1 for 1. He singled and then was out on a fielder's choice in the last inning. So line of the pitch from Alonso, and can't quite spot that, a little high. 1-0, maybe a bit outside. And I would like to mention, at least where I'm sitting, I'm kind of off to the left of home plate, so don't have a direct behind the catcher look. And that's going to get low and away. 2-0 now to Williams. Crucial game for both sides and wanting to get a district win. Tigers 1-5. Panthers are 0-3. High pop up. See if it stays in play. It's going back, and it does stay in play. The catcher, Anthony Castillo, makes the play right up against the backstop, and that's 2 down. So Alonso settled down nicely here. Had a rough first inning, but has gotten a couple of pop outs, and he's going to try to get himself into a good routine here. See if he can settle down and get things working the way that he wants them to. Tigers obviously would like that to not happen as Elias Orozco comes to the plate. Got on with a fielder's choice and scored a run. And he's going to send this to shallow center field. It is going to be caught. I think the second baseman got it. He did. That was close. Both J.P. Provencio and Beto Romero were charging on it, but Beto is the one who gets to it. And that'll be the end of the inning. So 1-2-3, down go the Tigers after sending 11 up in the first. They go down in order in the second. And we're through 2 complete with Alamo leading 6-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll be back.
The Winter Circle is renovating, and you can save on in-stock merchandise now. Select items starting at 30% off. Get your Alamogordo Tiger gear, shirts, hats, and more. Also save on Tularosa Wildcats and Cloud Crown Fairs items. The Winter Circle will close April 16th through the 23rd for the renovation. Sale ends on April 15th. The Winter Circle, Outfitters of Champions, 1201 10th Street, 437-9373.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking for high-quality, factory-authorized service for your ATV or motorcycle? Check out White Sands Motorsports. Our experienced service technicians ready to provide you with fast, efficient service on your sport vehicle. Whether it's a brand new purchase or your daily driver, White Sands Motorsports provides estimates, warranty work, safety inspections, and of course customizations to fit your personality. White Sands Motorsports will help you maintain your investment. 21070 Highway 70 West in Alamogordo. Call 437-8189 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Tiger Field here on your Tuesday afternoon. A beautiful day as Alamogordo facing Gadsden. It's in a 3-5A matchup. A little bit of clouds in the area. May get some cloud cover throughout the game, but it is just absolutely picture perfect for some baseball today. As the Tigers lead 6-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, top of 3 now. Michael Thatcher's first offering. Fastball that misses high to Beto Romero, and it's 1-0 to him. Romero grounded out to short his first time up. Panthers got something going in the last inning. Loaded the bases on a couple of walks and a single, and that'll miss a bit high and inside as well. 2-0. Thatcher looking in for the sign from Viescas. 2-0, and he gets the called strike there, 2-1. Again, just a touch high, 3-1. These are not missing. I mean, they're pretty much in the same spot every time, but at least on the ones that he's missed, he's been just a little bit above the belt on Romero. So he's not missing by a whole lot. 3-1. And that time it's inside. And so it's a walk for Thatcher. And we'll see Viescas come out. And something else worth mentioning, at least a number of the hitters, at least we've seen that has been a little bit of trouble for Thatcher. They're not especially big guys, so the strike zone is obviously going to be adjusted a little bit based on the hitter. So the window may be a bit smaller to try to hit there for the pitcher. The runner on first, and we'll see if Romero is thinking about going here. Doesn't on the first offering. They're going to throw over to first on a pickoff move. Sliding back in time is Romero. The pitch missed. Diaz was squaring around to bunt on the play, so we'll see if he's looking to do the same. It looks like he is. He's already squaring around at the moment. And a pickoff throw to first. No tag, runner back in time. Panthers trying to get somebody in scoring position here. They trail 6-0, top of 3. Yep, he's going to swing away, and good play by Best, and a great underhanded or just kind of a push pass to Grayson Guetta. Evan was able to field it, but while he did that, he was stumbling to the ground, and before he fell, he just kind of pushed the ball to Grayson and was at least able to get the force out at second. Very easily that could have been everybody safe, but a great effort there from Evan Best to get the fielder's choice, 5-4. And that really was just an effort play there from Evan, doing anything he can to get the out. That pitch misses, 1-0 to J.P. Provencio, who grounded out to third his first time up. The Panther hitters are showing a little bit more patience than they did in the first inning. At least we saw that in the second inning. First inning, it was swing on the first pitch, swing on the swing pitch, swing on the second pitch. This is a foul off, 1-1, so that we've seen them go deeper into the count, at least in the second inning, and here in the third as well. Runner on first, now 1 down, and the count even at 1. Good pitch there from Provencio. I'm sorry, good pitch from Thatcher to Provencio. 1-2, that drops into the strike zone. Thatcher from the belt. Here's the pitch, and this is sent to left field. This should get down. It does. That is a fair ball right on the line. Throw into second, and that's going to get away from the second baseman. Guetta tried to scoop that up, and kind of a play that I would say didn't. I mean, that's one probably could have held on to. I think the runner would have been safe at second. He just kind of But they did hold him, I think, halfway between the bag at first and second, so Julio trying to make a play, but the one hopper into Grayson, and he'll put second and third here on the throwing error. But a single for Provencio. And the Panthers try to get something going here in the inning. Check swing, pitch misses outside on Jose Flores, who popped out to left field his first time up. So it's 1-0. I think the word always to describe Gadsden baseball over the years has been scrappy. I mean, they just find a way sometimes. And that's a fastball in there for a strike. Evens up the count 1-1. Flores was holding off there. Panthers trying to get on the board here, trailing by 6 runs. All Tigers getting all those in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch. Ground ball fouled to third base side, and Thatcher pulls ahead in the count here, 1-2 on Flores. Provencio at second, Diaz at third for Gadsden. Just one down in the inning here with the count 1-2 on Flores. Working out of his full motion is Thatcher. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Big strikeout there to get out number 2. 3 Ks on the day for Michael Thatcher. And Gabriel Sanchez will come to the plate. He walked in his last time up. Check swing, foul by Sanchez. Tried to hold up on that. Pitch was coming in high, but couldn't keep the barrel of the bat off the baseball. Kicks and deals. Ground ball, high chopper towards short. Nope, it's going to be Best at third. He scoops it up, tosses it on to first, and that'll end the inning. So a little bit of trouble there for the Tigers. The Panthers leave 2 on. They've left 5 on over the last 2 innings and still remain scoreless. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's Tigers 6, Panthers nothing. We'll be back.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. It's Ryan Viescas leading it off in the bottom of the third for the Tigers. Alonso on the mound, and Viescas sends us in the air to right field. Should be an easy play out there for Adrian Rocha, and it is. And the Tigers been getting underneath these pitches from Alonso over the last inning or so. It's all 3 out in the second inning and start off with a pop out here in the third. So the Tigers maybe getting too aggressive, trying to do something a little bit more with these pitches than, in the first inning it was very methodical, just trying to poke it out to right field, left field, maybe trying for a little bit more here as the game has progressed second time through the lineup. So it's 1-0 to Mendoza as that misses outside. Got away from the catcher, Castillo, but nobody on, no problems there. And Alonso into his motion. Here's the pitch. Fouled off into the backstop. And take it to 1-1. Anthony Nahar running out and grabbing that foul ball behind home plate. And Mendoza will step back into the box. The 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Is a ground ball that's hit towards short. Pulled up by Provencio. Long throw to Verse. Not going to be there in time. We've seen that a lot in this game. The Tigers just, whether it's in the hole, maybe Gadsden need to be a bit more aggressive on some of these ground balls because the Tigers are beating them out. I mean, Provencio fielded it, and Julio was. We know how fast Julio is, but that's probably the thing for Gadsden is they need to be a bit more aggressive on these ground balls, not wait for it to come to them. So we'll give an infield single there to Julio. And Grayson Guerra will come to the plate. He walked home a run in the last inning. By the way, Julio scored a run his last time up. And picks up a single this time. They throw over to first, and you would expect Julio probably to be on the move here. Time called, and now Provencio is going to come in from short and talk to his pitcher. So maybe he saw something. Righty versus righty here. Runner goes. Grayson Guerra, ground ball to third. There's going to be no play to second. Should be an easy throw to first, and it is. So Julio stealing on the play, at least avoided maybe a double play there. That was a sharply hit ground ball to third, but Julio into second, and Guerra out on the 5-3. It's 2 down, and Anthony Nahar, who had an RBI single in the last inning, try to make something happen here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Julio trying for third here in this spot. Got to be aware of maybe a pickoff move back to second. Nothing on here, and a swing and a miss from Nahar. And it's 0-1. 6-0 Tigers, if you're just tuning in. Bottom of the third inning. Tigers put up 11, or sent 11 to the plate in the first inning and scored 6. It's been 0 since then for both teams. And Mendoza does go. Here's the throw to third, and good job by Julio to hold the bag as he was sliding through there. He gets stolen base. It's a ball at home plate, so it's 1-1 to Nahar here. And that means, even something on the infield. I saw Anthony pick up an RBI on something on the infield in the last inning, or in the first inning. See what he can do here. 1-1. Pops it up and should be playable for the catcher. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, this one's going to get into the netting above the stands here. 1-2. Castillo gave that a good run, but Nahar will settle back in here, and saw that in that at bat. I think he had a foul off that looked like it was going to go into the catcher's glove and deflected away. Caught a second break. We'll see if he'll take advantage again here. The 1-2. And up the middle, and a base hit. It goes right off the rubber on the mound and sneaks right up the middle for another RBI single for the Tiger senior, Anthony Nahar. And that makes it 7-0 with Julio Mendoza scoring. And the Tigers advance their lead, and Colin Kirk will come up to the plate. So Alamo gets back to the top of the order here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch is low and outside. 1-0 to Colin. Lefty at the plate, righty on the mound. Tigers leading 7-0. If anything for Alamo, just kind of a comfortable game. It feels like they haven't had a whole lot of these this year. Nahar is going to slide back into first, and well, he's given his coach, I think, some feel-good from putting him in the DH spot. You put somebody in there for the sole reason to hit, and he picks up a couple of RBIs, a couple of hits as well. The 1-0. And it's sent to left field, and it is going to be, I don't know if he ever got a chance to catch it there, but it's misplayed and left by Sammy Diaz, and so Kirk will get to second, and Dylan McGinn with a chance with runners on second and third to bring in a couple more for Alamogordo. And we're going to see a switch here. It looks like number 9 coming in for Gadsden. Devin Perez heads out to left field. All right. So McGinn to the plate, and runners on second and third. The Tigers leading 7-0. Honestly, not sure whether to score that error or a double for Colin. Trying to decide that one. That's in there for a called strike to Alonso, or from Alonso to McGinn, and it's 0-1. I'm going to give it a double for Kirk. It was a misplay. It didn't look like it actually went off his glove, so. McGinn gets a piece of it. It's back to the screen, and the count goes 0-2 now. Kirk at second, Nahar at third, and McGinn behind the count 0-2, looking for his first hit of the day. And it would be in a good spot here to try to add to the Tigers closer to that 10-run mark. The pitch outside, lays off, and it's 1-2. Tigers with 1 run home in the inning. Mendoza with a single, Nahar with an RBI single, Kirk with a double. One and 2. Fouls it off, stays alive. I think if anything, it's just kind of getting the timing down on some of these pitches from Alonso. It doesn't have a lot of velocity on these, but he spots them well, or when he does spot them well, they're difficult to hit. So it's trying to, get your swing at the right time here on some of these pitches. 1 and 2. And hit pretty well, left center field, but should be playable. And making the grab, Devin Perez, who came in and sub and left, makes the snag. So the inning is over. The Tigers leave 2 on. They get 3 hits. They get 1 run. And no Gadsden errors. The Tigers lead 7-0 after 3. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
The Winter Circle is renovating, and you can save on in-stock merchandise now. Select items starting at 30% off. Get your Alamogordo Tiger gear, shirts, hats, and more. Also save on Tularosa Wildcats and Cloud Crown Bears items. The Winter Circle will close April 16th through the 23rd for the renovation. Sale ends on April 15th. The Winter Circle, Outfitters of Champions, 1201 10th Street, 437-9373.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd.
Hey, Hut!
Although subject to credit approval, other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Very first pitch from David Thatcher is going to hit. Gadsden player Alonso Avanzo will head over to first. Get a courtesy runner here for the pitcher. Adrian Rocha will come to the plate. And he bats from the left-hand side. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. Oh, I'm sorry, he walked last time up. It was Alonso that struck out his last time at the plate. Check swing. And that misses. 1-0. And a ground ball towards second. Could be two here. Guetta tosses on. Oh, couldn't catch it. Was Williams. He was, I think, thinking about the transfer there to try to throw on to first. And so the Tigers now have first and second here. E6 on Alamo. And there's definitely been at times this year a bit of a struggle for the Tigers is errors. But in this game, when they've made a mistake, they've been able to bounce back from it. And Thatcher set from the belt. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Even up the count. Top of 4. 7-0 Alamogordo on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Panthers trying to get something on the board here with runners on first and second. A hit batsman and then an error. 1-1. And this is hit in the air right side of the infield. Actually, it's going to get into foul territory with Elias Orozco making the grab to the right of the first baseline, and that'll be one down. Brings up Anthony Castillo. He was out on interference out in the field. The runner was advancing from first to second on a ground ball that he hit. And it was kicked away. I think the Tigers probably would have gotten out of the inning in that spot, but and this is in the air, but going to get out of play this time with the first side. 0-1. Back to the top of the order for the Panthers after the catcher Castillo. Beto Romero is in the on-deck circle. Fouled off again. This one a little bit further up the first base line, but 0-2 down. Thatcher in control here in this at-bat. I said the Panthers were getting a bit more patient in hitting the ball, but at least in this inning, that hasn't necessarily been the case. Been going after early pitches in the count. 0-2. Ground ball, and it's going to be Williams deep in the hole at short. He's going to make the long throw to first. He got him. Good play. Boy, Rooster Williams, he has got one heck of an arm, and that was deep in the hole over at short, and was able to get Castillo to advance second and third on the play, but there's two down now. That was really just all arm strength. That was a slow roller to short. And the way Rooster throws sometimes, it's amazing to me that he's able to get it on target as the first pitch is a called strike, 0-1 to Romero. Because it looks so wild the way that he's throwing. I mean, very much like a whip motion, kind of the way that he throws his arm, and he gets it on the spot. The 0-1. Can't call strike there. 1-1. But still a big spot here. Second and third. If Romero can come through the base hit, he can get his team on the board here. Maybe even bring in 2 runs. Tigers want to keep it blank up on the board. 1-1 outside. And Viescas, well done by getting to his right quickly and not letting that get away. That was very easily one that could have skipped to the backstop. Two and 1. Holding off on it was Romero. 3-1. Pitch Pitch missed at the letters. (3-1) from Thatcher. Swing and a miss as Romero can't catch up, and it's 3-2 now. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Wine in the pitch. Ground ball towards third. Best should have it. Throw on to first in time. And the inning is over. So the Tigers work out of trouble again. The Panthers leave another pair stranded as they do pick up, actually no hits in that inning. 1 Tiger error, 1 hit batsman. And still lead 7-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Through 3.5, we go to the bottom of the 4th next on ESPN Alamogordo.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. White Sands Motorsports has the next generation of accessible high-performance Can-Ams. 2- or 4-seat, 120-horsepower Maverick X3 Turbo. The Maverick X3's intensity comes from a mix of performance-driven mechanical and structural design. From its signature LEDs to its advanced cockpit, the rugged wheels and tires, and a stunning suspension, take your family and friends farther than ever with the Maverick X3. Pick yours up or take a test drive at White Sands Motorsports, 21070 Highway 70 West on the Holloman Highway.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, bottom of 4 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. It's Alamogordo 7, Gadsden nothing. Playing 1 today here at Tiger Field, and Alamo going to try to add on to that lead, and Best is going to send this in the air, and it's going to be snagged in foul territory up the first base side. Not the way that he wanted to start off his at-bat, as Gabriel Sanchez made a nice running play. And to bring up Brewster Williams just that quickly. Brewster's 1 for 2 with a single. Breaking pitch that missed just a little bit high there. 1-0 to Williams. Alonso winds and deals, and here's the pitch. In the dirt, and Rooster pulls ahead 2-0 now. Goes outside, and Williams gets ahead in the count 3-0. Should be worth mentioning, if the Tigers could complete 3 here in the inning, they would only have to get to the top half of the 5th, and they would get the win. So that's going to miss as well, and except for the first pitch, most of those weren't too close, and it'll be a walk. And it'll bring up Elias Orozco. Scored on a fielder's choice, or actually scored on an RBI. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first and popped out in the second inning. Bottom of the order's done some pretty good damage for the Tigers. See if Williams is moving here. Now on this pitch, and down and in, it misses on Orozco. Orozco batting from the left-hand side, and ahead in the count 1-0. and hits this one pretty well, but not far enough, as getting underneath it in right field is Rocha. And another pop out. It's been the out du jour for Alonso, getting the Tigers underneath some of these pitches. So it'll be Ryan Viescas coming to the plate. Ryan's got an RBI single in the first, scored a run, and then popped out to right field his last time up. And cloud cover giving us a bit of shade here. Runner goes. Pitch misses inside. Throw is going to be late, and an easy stolen base there from Rooster Williams. So it'll put a runner on second now for the Tigers, and Viescas will be heading the count 1-0. Alonso steps off the rubber and then resets himself. Viescas will do the same at home plate. In the dirt, 2-0. Tigers did most of their scoring in the first inning with 2 outs. See if they can get something going here. Ground ball right back up the middle. That's a base hit. They will send Williams from second. Here comes the throw in home. It is cut off, and the Tigers are going to get caught on a in-between play here. The run does score, and the Tigers will lead 8-0, as it did come across before they tagged Viescas out. So give him an RBI single, and then caught stealing there. But it's the Tigers 8-0 as they lead the Panthers after 4 innings of play. We'll come right back.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
The Winter Circle is renovating, and you can save on in-stock merchandise now. Select items starting at 30% off. Get your Alamogordo Tiger gear, shirts, hats, and more. Also save on Tularosa Wildcats and Cloud Crown Bears items. The Winter Circle will close April 16th through the 23rd for the renovation. Sale ends on April 15th. The Winter Circle, Outfitters of Champions, 1201 10th Street, 437-9373.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back. The Tigers with an 8-0 lead. And we go to the top of the 5th, and number 9, Devin Perez, is to the plate. I think we're probably going to see a pitching change for Gadsden, possibly. At least they said Alonso was coming out of the game. And it's a foul ball that they're going to say is off of home plate. It was going to be an easy play for Best over first, but home plate umpire right away called that a foul ball, so it'll be 0-1 to Perez. And so Perez will get another chance here. And check that, we got a change in the pitching for the Tigers. Grayson Guetta is out there pitching. So they move Nahar to That was the change that it was. It was not Alonso, it was Guerra. And then they moved Nahar over to second. And a strike on a miss from Perez. That's what threw me off. So I think Alonso is going to stay in for Gadsden. 0-2. Swing and a miss and struck him out. And I'm sure a lot of that for Thatcher was to, at least pitch count-wise, to give him an option to use him on Friday, I'm sure is what Coach Crabtree was thinking there. And certainly, the pitching depth for the Tigers, I'm not sure that, I don't know if this staff really has an ace, per se. I think they've got a lot of really good pitchers, and when they're on, they're hard to hit. And, that's definitely something that's an advantage. They have depth, but they also, I wouldn't say, have one guy that is dominant. So that's also maybe a little bit of a negative on that side for the Tigers. 1-0 as the pitch misses. Swing and a miss, 1-1. As I said, when some of these guys are on, they are excellent. We've seen Thatcher. Grayson can certainly be shut down when he's out there. Elias, we've seen that as well. And you could probably go through every one of these Tiger pitchers and say, if they're having a good day, this is popped in the air and out of play. 1-2. There's definitely some pitchers, even when they're having a bad day, they're still pretty darn hard to get anything off of. So I would say the Centennial pitcher that we saw last week would probably fit into that. 1-2. Popped up and out of play again for Provencio. Well, Provencio's 1 for 2, a single and a ground out in his 2 tries. 8-0 if you're just tuning in. Top of 5. Alamogordo with 6 in the first inning, and then have plated 1 run in each of the last 2 innings, the third and the fourth. Gadsden still looking for their first, and a 1-2 that'll get in the dirt. And the count will even up by here on Provencio. Into the line, here's the pitch. Swing, and it gets away from the catcher. The Escas is going to have to toss it on first. No problem there, though. A quick reaction from Provencio after he swung and missed, and as he started to run, the Escas was ready to go and get that throw on to first. So 2 strikeouts to begin his time on the mound for Grayson Guerra, and it'll bring up Jose Flores, who has popped out and struck out in his first 2 tries. Strike on the first offering to Flores, 0-1. Ground ball and a hot one over to Best. That one's going to get away from him, and it'll be Flores over to first. And so it'll put a runner on for the Panthers with 2 down, as Sanchez will come to the plates. He is 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out. Fouled off and to the backstop. 0-1 to Sanchez. Tigers looking for, this would be their second district win at home. Popped up again and popped out of play again for Sanchez, 0-2. Runner with a pretty good lead away from first. We'll see if Guerra maybe makes a move that direction. He does not, and can't spot it on the 0-2 as Sanchez lays off of one, moving away from him outside. 1-2, 2 down, and the top of the 5th inning. This is hit to right field. McGinn comes in on it initially, but able to recover easily as he will head back, and the Tigers will work themselves out of this top of the fifth inning. Panthers leave another runner on and still trail 8-0. Tigers will come to the plate as we hit the fifth inning with Mendoza, Guerra, and Nahar all due up. Tigers lead 8-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking for high-quality, factory-authorized service for your ATV or motorcycle? Check out White Sands Motorsports. Our experienced service technicians ready to provide you with fast, efficient service on your sport vehicle. Whether it's a brand new purchase or your daily driver, White Sands Motorsports provides estimates, warranty work, safety inspections, and of course, customizations to fit your personality. White Sands Motorsports will help you maintain your investment. 21070 Highway 70 West in Alamogordo. Call 437-8189 to schedule an appointment today. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Julio Mendoza coming to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth. Tigers lead 8-0. If they can score 2 runs here in this inning, they can wrap this one up. Mendoza 1 for 1, 2 runs scored, a single and a walk, and his time's up. And first pitch is in there. Alonso does continue on the mound for Gadsden. Well, his bottom of the order's done pretty well. Mendoza with the 2 runs scored, walk and single. Gavin Guerra's got a walk and an RBI. Anthony Nahar's got 2 RBIs on 2 singles. And Mendoza sends this up the third base line, but that one's going to go foul. 0-2. Some good contact on it, but just got too far in front of it. Mendoza settles back in. Yeah, nice to when he gets 3 RBIs and 3 runs out of your 7, 8, 9 hitters. Up and outside there on the 0-2. One and 2. And Mendoza high in the air, left center field. Should be playable for Rangel, but no, it would be called off by Perez, the left fielder, and there is 1 down. Brings up Grayson Guerra, who picked up an RBI and a run scored in the first. Still looking for his first hit. He walked on that RBI, but will settle in. Yeah, ground ball left side of the infield. Provencio comes up with it, and he makes a throw to first. And that's, I think, what the Panthers were looking for. A bit more aggressive on charging on that ball, and makes the throw on. So good play there by Provencio on the 6-3. So it's 2 down, and Anthony Nahara will come to the plate. Mentioned 2 for 2, 2 RBIs. Pretty good day for Anthony, who's was put in as a DH, now is out there playing second base. Alonso looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. And a soft chopper that will be snagged at third. He is not going to be able to get it to first in time, will Jose Flores. And so an infield single, and Nahara is now 3 for 3 today. having himself a heck of a day. The senior gets it back to the top of the order here with 2 outs. That's where Alamo, I think, has done the majority of their damage. They scored a run with 2 outs in the 4th. In the 3rd inning, it came with 2 outs. And I believe 5 of their 6 runs in the 1st came with 2. So we'll see if the Tigers can make something happen here with 2 outs and runner on first. So I'll see if Nahata's thinking about heading towards second. Tigers have also been aggressive on the base paths. Doesn't go here. Kirk will send this on a base hit into right field. So the Tigers go first and second now. And now Dylan McGinn comes up and try to keep this going for the Tigers. McGinn 0 for 3. Ground out, pop out, and strikeout is 3 times up. Oh, I'm sorry. Going to be Avery Mirabal. And they had initially given that to the home plate umpire, but now good to go. That's Coach Crabtree. I don't know. I think if a pitch had come across the plate there, I don't know if they would have been had an issue there. Ground ball to third and foul. That one stays inside the line there. That might have been trouble. I don't know. It looked like Flores was going to be able to get in front of that. But he's behind in the count, 0-1. First and second for the Tigers with 2 down. And Mirabal's going to get under this to left field. High pop-up. Provencio at short. He's going to take it there, and the inning is over. So the Tigers do get a couple of singles with 2 outs, but unable to do anything with it. They leave a pair on. 2 hits for the Tigers, no errors, no runs, and still an 8-0 lead through 5 complete on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you could live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Welcome back. We're through 5 complete. Grayson Guetta beginning his second inning of work, and first pitch of fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Alonso, the pitcher. Should give him credit again after a really bad first inning. He's given up a couple more runs since then, but he's pitched pretty well for the Panthers. In the dirt, evens up the count. Again, Gadsden's had some chances. They left the bases loaded in the second, left 2 on in the third, left 2 on in the fourth. So they've had a lot of runners on base, just haven't had a whole lot of hits. Outside it misses. 2-1. By the way, I didn't give you the line for Michael Thatcher's. It's just a little bit low for Grayson, and he's 3-1 now. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 Ks, 3 walks, no runs. (3-1). Called strike. And 3-2 now to Alonso. Went back to that fastball spotted on the outside corner. We'll see what Grayson can come up with here on the payoff pitch. Ground ball right back to the mound. Easy play there for Guerra. He'll underhand it to Mirabal at first. So Mirabal's at first. They've moved Orozco out to right field. For those looking for the changes defensively. Adrian Rocha to the plate now as the lefty will watch that one miss just a little bit outside. 1-0 now. Check swing. That time it gets the outside corner. Evens up the count 1-1. Didn't miss much on the last pitch, and looks like he just inched it back in against the lefty here. Who's crowded the plate pretty good. Time called. Guerra and Viescas couldn't get on the same page there, and maybe it was Viescas trying to get the call from the Tiger bench. And that misses well outside. 2-1. Top of the 6th inning with the Tigers in control. Been in control since the bottom of the first. In front 8-0. That one gets over for a strike, and he is painting the corners here 2-2. I shouldn't say corners, it's been the outside corner. Just missed it on the first pitch, but on the 2 strikes he's gotten, it's been in a good spot. See if he can do it again here against the lefty. Righty versus lefty, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 3 strikeouts for Guerra on the 6 hitters he's faced. Pretty good rate there, and there's 2 down. And David Rangel will come to the plate here for Gadsden. His 3rd try of the day, a single back in the 2nd. Popped out to first his last time up, and 1 for 2 on the afternoon. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. No one's in there for a strike, and Rango kind of bit the knees. He wanted to swing at it, but held off, and then he finds himself behind here 0-2. 2 down, bases empty, top of 6. Tigers looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Sun now comes back out. It's been behind the clouds for a little while, and that one gets away from Grayson and ends up putting Rangel on the base. As a hit by pitch. Catches that one in the square of the back. Looks like he's okay. And catcher Castillo is going to have to take all his gear off there as he home plate umpire checking and making sure that he's okay. So that worked out all right. Give the hitter a chance to kind of recover from, I don't care how fast the ball's thrown. It never feels good. That one had some pretty decent velocity on it from Grayson. Just slipped away from him a little bit. High chopper towards third, and Best will be able to field it. Long throw from third, and they're going to get him at first. Boy, that was close. Bang, bang play, and the Tigers are able to work out of the inning after the hit batsman. So wasn't 1-2-3, but it was pretty routine. And the Tigers in front 8-0. Bottom of the 6th, just either looking to try and maybe finish this one off in the bottom of the 6th with a couple of runs, or I don't want to really say insurance. They lead 8-0 on the Rich Simoda scoreboard. We'll be back.
The Winter Circle is renovating, and you can save on in-stock merchandise now. Select items starting at 30% off. Get your Alamogordo Tiger gear, shirts, hats, and more. Also save on Tularosa Wildcats and Cloudcroft Bears items. The Winner's Circle will close April 16th through the 23rd for the renovation. Sale ends on April 15th. The Winner's Circle, Outfitters of Champions, 1201 10th Street, 437-9373.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
White Sands Motorsports has the next generation of accessible high-performance Can-Ams. 2- or 4-seat, 120-horsepower Maverick X3 Turbo. The Maverick X3's intensity comes from a mix of performance-driven mechanical and structural design. From its signature LEDs to its advanced cockpit, the rugged wheels and tires, and a stunning suspension, take your family and friends farther than ever with the Maverick X3. Pick yours up or take a test drive at White Sands Motorsports, 21070 Highway 70 West on the Holloman Highway.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers in front 8-0 and will come to the plate with either scoring a couple of runs here in the inning. That could end the game. As Evan Best will get to hit for the 4th time today. A couple of pop bounces last 2 times up, and he picked up an RBI single back in the first. That put the Tigers on the board. Actually will go down as the game-winning hit. As the Tigers, and this will be sent to right center field. Just a little, that's more of what we saw from the Tigers early in the game, was just poking it out to right field. I mean, keeping it kind of basic, and good hit there from Evans. So he'll end up with a 2-hit day. Runner goes, and a throw to second is gonna hop a couple times before it gets there, and an easy stolen base for Evan Best. And it'll be 1-0 to Williams. Rooster, by the way, is 1 for 2. Walk and a run scored and a single today. And, boy, he releases this to left field. Very well hit. Best is easily going to score. It's going to get all the way out to the wall. See if Williams can push this to a triple, or if he just stays at second. He's going to hold up at second. But that was easily the best hit ball I think we've seen from the Tigers today, as Williams really waited on that and sent it all the way out to the wall. RBI double for Rooster. And so Elias Orozco can get one into the outfield here. Tigers can end this one here in the 6th. And, boy, this is hit very well. Is it going to stay fair? No. All the way out to the wall. That get out. Now, it didn't get out, but, man, Elias really got into that up the first base line and able to straighten that one out a little bit. That's the game-ending hit there. Instead, it's a very long first strike. And this one off the mound and right to Provencio at short. He'll toss on to first. Williams will get the third on the play. 6-3 on the put out. There's one down. And now a deep fly ball could send this game to an end here in the bottom of the 6th. The Escus will come to the plate. And back up the middle, and Provencio does get to it. He'll throw on to first. The run scores, and so an RBI ground out, and that will do it as the Tigers win 10-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Tigers improved to 2-5 in district and even it up at 7-7 overall in the season. We'll come back and wrap it up. Tigers winners on the Richardson Motors scoreboard, 10-0.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. The Tigers fall 10-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard and improve to 7-7 overall, and they are now 2-5 in district. Gadsden drops to 1-9, and they are 0-4 now in district. Tigers get a 3-for-4 day from Colin Kirk, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. 2-for-4 for Evan Best, a couple of runs scored and an RBI. Rooster Williams 2-for-3 with a double, an RBI, a walk, and a run scored. Elias Orozco scored a run. Ryan Viescas, 3 RBIs on a 2-for-4 day for him. 1-for-2 for Julio Mendoza. He scored a couple of runs and walked. Grayson Guetta, second time today. Start putting change in the jar. RBI, run scored, and a walk. And Anthony Nahar, 3-for-3 with a couple of RBIs today, hitting out of that number 9 spot. Good stuff from him. Pitching for the Tigers, Michael Thatcher, 4 innings, allowed 3 hits, struck out 3, gave up 3 walks, no runs. And Grayson Guetta was 2 innings pitched, struck out 3, no hits, and no runs. So pretty good day for the Tigers. 10-0 is always a good day for Alamogordo for any team. They're back at it on Friday as they'll go to Anthony to take on Gadsden. We'll hopefully have some score updates for you for Tiger softball. They're on the road tonight. Against Gadsden, the Lady Wildcats are at home tonight as they face off against Dexter, and Thule Baseball is at Ruidoso tonight. The Tiger tennis team also playing Centennial today, so we'll hopefully have all those updates for you. Check us online, facebook.com/ESPN Alamogordo, and you can also find us on Twitter at Charles Winicky. Just search ESPN Alamogordo. So again, your final score is Gadsden 10, Alamogordo nothing. And the Tigers will see them again for another 2 on Friday. Big week for Alamogordo to see if they can get all 3. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll talk to you in the roundup on Thursday.
This has been a presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports, brought to you by Desert Sun Motors, First National Bank, Tularosa Basin Telephone Company, Otero Federal Credit Union, Sleep Well, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, The Winner Circle, White Sands Motorsports, and Richardson Motors. Thanks for listening. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, Southern New Mexico's sports leader, KNMZ Alamogordo.
That because it sounds like screaming service, which is what fans do. Like, come on, ref! What kind of call is that? So if you're a fan who's into screaming, you should do streaming.
ESPN Plus, exclusive sports and shows for just $4.99 a month. Start your free trial today.
It's Golick and Wingo.
The Clippers get into the playoffs. Doc Rivers, their head coach, basically taunting everybody